Rise and shine. Good morning. Katie Reines is here. So excited to make my breakfast with you today. Before we do anything, drink a liter of water to start off the day. Your muscles are 70% water. Your colon is 5 feet long and it needs to be hydrated to get everything moving through your digestive tract and everything. Is just so essential to stay hydrated. Make sure your urine is a clear to lemonade shade of yellow. I don't let any of my patients, any of my clients get to apple juice colored urine, okay? That's really dangerous for your kidneys and just you're not gonna feel good. You're not gonna be able to have the energy or perform the way that you, exactly. So before we eat meals, definitely try and drink a few cups of water, okay? And it's important to drink before, like 15 minutes before you eat, so that your digestive enzymes don't get diluted and you're all primed and ready to eat, because it's true. Did you know that you can mistake hunger for thirst? So a lot of people will eat when really you're just thirsty. So it's nice to top off on the water and then eat your meal like 10 or 15 minutes later. So that's my recommendation. I already drank an entire thing of this morning. I have some organic rolled oats right in here. Oats are an incredible source of fiber and it's a really amazing whole grain. I'm just putting in, I don't know, maybe about, I like to do, okay, this is super awkward, I know. I use this like, I use this bag here. But oats are shown to decrease your cholesterol levels. They help to regulate blood sugar. They help to, just the fiber in general, the soluble fiber, that it forms a gel. It's just gonna help with blood pressure, everything, regulation in your, digestive system. So I'm not sure how much that is, but I'm going to add some water to it now because I like it to get nice and soft. I might even add a little bit more. And and then of course chia seeds. Chia seeds are incredible, also a source of soluble fiber, protein, omega-3s. So today I'm going to be adding like very essential, obviously, because omega-3s are essential fatty acids, and really they've been shown to decrease Alzheimer's, and decrease inflammation, decrease risk of heart disease, cancer, all of the above, as well as flax seeds. Incredible. I just ground these flax seeds. Okay, so I'm pouring my, I don't know, a few more, maybe a tablespoon of chia seeds in there. Chia seeds, here, I'm gonna let this all kind of get happy in the bowl. Can you see what's going on? You can't really see, but yeah. Put a little bit extra water because both the oats and the chia will like swell up with the water. I just ground these flax seeds. Can you see that? So beautiful. Flax seeds, amazing lignans in here, really have been shown to decrease cancer risk, help like omega-3s, everything. You need flax seeds in your life, and chia seeds. So and they smell so good. Tips with flax: people think that you can just sprinkle raw flax seeds on your food and get the benefits. You can't. You're either going to want to soak them or grind them, and the best way to absorb the nutrients is to grind them yourself. I recommend grinding them yourself. You can buy them pre-ground, of course. I just feel like the fresher it is, the better, and the more surface area there is to things, the more rancid it can become. So if it's been out for a while, like who knows how long that ground flax has been in the bulk bins at Whole Foods. So I prefer to get them whole and grind them myself. I'm gonna put about, I don't know, a tablespoon. Two. I just ground these after watching Dr. Joel Fuhrman's video, similar to this one. He inspired me to make this video. Click the link to him down below. And I've been avidly watching and reading his stuff lately because I got a job in Florida working for him and I'll be moving. Yeah, I can't believe I just mentioned that casually, but it's like a huge deal, and I can't believe that I got a job working for Dr. Joel Fuhrman's Health Oasis. Like, what? If you don't know who he is, he wrote the book Eat to Live. He coined the term Nutritarian diet, and G-bombs, which are greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. So all of those foods have been shown to decrease cancer risk, decrease disease risk, and just like heal humans. So I'm such an advocate for his work, and like I cannot believe that, like, yes, like I got a job as a dietitian, as a plant-based dietitian, and oh my god. Okay, so that's really exciting. Frozen berries are the best thing that ever happens, ever. Berries, as well as these omega-3s, have been shown to decrease risk of Alzheimer's, decrease cancer. This is a berry medley. I love getting wild organic blueberries, the little ones. So I put, like, honestly, if I get the little ones, I'll use like half a bag of berries in my oats. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let this sit and get all delicious in here. And today I have some toppings that I want to show you. So I love putting turmeric in my oatmeal. I also love ginger. I gave my ginger powder to a friend, so I don't have it, but turmeric, ginger, this is medicine, people, and it is so delicious. Like, both turmeric and ginger have been shown to decrease inflammation so much. They can decrease asthma, decrease arthritis symptoms, decrease depression. Studies have shown that depression can actually be an inflammatory response. When we're inflamed, when we're sick, we want to be alone, we want to be secluded, we want to be away from everybody else. So when we eat anti-inflammatory foods and our immune system is like to the roof, we're actually less depressed, and studies have shown this. So yeah, depression's a huge thing. Like, anyways, cinnamon, try and get Ceylon cinnamon instead of cassia cinnamon. Cocoa powder, I prefer the Nativa's Naturals brand. This is just the Trader Joe's brand, but females, you know you're with me. Cocoa, really high source of magnesium and iron, so we kind of crave it during that time of the month or whatever, but the best way to get your chocolate fix is with cocoa powder or cacao powder. If you eat it just like with chocolate, just dark chocolate, you're getting a lot of sugars added, you're getting a lot of fat added. This way it's just really clean, just a little bit, and I sprinkle a bit in there. Love this. Next thing, a little supplement type thing. This is a adrenal. So this has ashwagandha, cordyceps, goji, ginseng, maca, reishi, mucuna, camu, blue-green algae, dulse. So this is just a little supplement. As you can imagine, through my 5.5 years of undergrad, double majoring and working a bunch of jobs, and then going straight to grad school / dietetic internship, and a lot of Americans are in this like constant state of attack, like must survive this situation, and that's definitely how my life has been for a while, and it's been nice to get to relax and like live for a second here in California. But so yeah, so just if you do your own research, you can learn that ashwagandha, reishi, a lot of medicinal mushrooms are really good for balancing your hormones. As far as cortisol levels, you don't want to have high cortisol levels. So I just put like literally a quarter, like that's plenty. Like I put like a quarter of a teaspoon in my stuff. Woo. I like to make a tea out of this. I don't know, I just feel like it's a really good product. And let's just add a little bit more water to this. I like it when I remember to do this the night before, and then I can just grab it and I put it in a jar and I grab it on the go. For real though, like turmeric and ginger have been shown to be just as beneficial as like most medicines. They're just really powerful. So I'll give this a good mix, and I'm gonna wait for the berries to get a little bit less frozen. I'll probably do some work on my computer for like 5 minutes and it'll be good to go. Normally I wouldn't mix it up and I would try to take an Instagram photo for you peeps, but now it looks kind of like delicious and amazing and it smells really good. I'm so excited to eat it. Okay, last thing. I'm gonna take a B12 supplement. And I used to be way too cool to take supplements, but I've come to find that, well, honestly, if you do some research, you'll see that yes, vegans are guilty of being low in B12, just like a lot of meat eaters are too. A lot of omnivorous humans are also struggling with their B12, so it's not, you know, it's not just vegans. Vitamin B12, it's a water-soluble vitamin. Just be sure to drink plenty of water. You really only, I've heard different recommendations from different plant-based doctors out there. Some say you only need to take maybe once a week, because this supplement is literally 8,333% of your daily value. So you can imagine that you wouldn't want to eat like 3 of these a day or even 1 a day. But I feel like, from what I know, your intrinsic factor, you can only absorb so much at one time. So if you want to take it a couple times a week or daily and just make sure to drink plenty of water, it's not going to kill you, okay? I feel like just, if this is your only vice, if you're not, you know, taking a ton of supplements and eating a lot of fortified foods, like I don't take any supplements besides B12, and once in a while a vitamin D I'll recommend, and I've noticed a difference in myself. Even if I'm in a sunny environment, we're working inside a lot of the time and we're covered in clothes, so getting that vitamin D, and if you're a northern person, if you're not like in a sunny environment, vitamin D is really important and you probably will feel a difference if you supplement with it. So yeah, those are the 2 that I recommend. And I want to say as well that please, like, these foods are extremely gentle and they're exactly set up the way that our bodies are designed to be. They're not high glycemic, which means that they're not stimulating, they're not super refined. I'm not going to be craving these, I'm not going to be going crazy, I'm not going to be hungry in like an hour, because this is slow releasing of sugar. It's keeping my insulin, it's keeping all my hormones nice and level. It's not going to cause a cortisol spike or a sugar spike. And like, people so often are eating these sugary cereals, these sugary fortified cereals, and these muffins and breads and baked goods, and I just hope that you can feel really incredible and not having all these cravings, or just supporting the way that our body, just leveling off our hormones and giving ourselves more natural energy. So yeah, I hope this video helped you, and I'm so excited to eat my breakfast and go for a little jog and go to yoga today on my 1 day off in a long time. So yeah, I'm so excited about my new job and to be making more videos. Have a wonderful day, and try not to yell too much and lose your voice because you love life so much. Bye.
But if an egg corporation wants to dip into the $10 million the American Egg Board sets aside for advertising, because the board is overseen by the federal government, corporations are not allowed to lie with those funds. What a concept. Which leads to quite revealing exchanges between egg corporations that want to use that money and USDA on what egg companies can and cannot say about eggs. This is some egg company trying to put out a brochure on healthy snacking for kids. But because of existing laws against false and misleading advertising, the head of USDA's Poultry Research and Promotion Programs reminds them that you can't couch eggs or egg products as being healthy or nutritious. The egg industry wanted to run this ad calling eggs a nutritional powerhouse that aids in weight loss. The USDA had to remind the industry you can't portray eggs as a diet food because of the fat and cholesterol content. In fact, they have nearly twice the calories of anything that can be called low calorie. Nutritional powerhouse can't be used either. Fine, the industry said they'll move to Plan B. Headline the ad, exceptional nutrition. Nope, because again, given the saturated fat and cholesterol, you can't legally call eggs nutritious. So the ad ended up fine true satisfaction. Instead of weight loss, they had to go with can reduce hunger. USDA congratulated them on their cleverness. Yes, a food that when eaten can reduce hunger. What a concept. You can't even call eggs a food relatively low in calories. Can't say eggs are low in saturated fat. They're not. Can't say they're relatively low in fat. Can't even call them a rich source of protein because they're not. It's illegal to advertise that eggs pack a nutritional wallop. Can't truthfully say that. Or have a high nutritional content. You can't say eggs are nutritious at all. Can't say nutritious. Cannot say eggs are nutritious. Sometimes you have to tell the industry a few times. Eggs have so much cholesterol, you can't even say they contribute nutritionally. Can't say eggs are healthful. Certainly can't say they're healthy. Have you seen how much cholesterol there are in those things? Can't say healthy. Can't even say eggs contribute healthful components. Since you can't say eggs are a healthy start to the day, the USDA suggests satisfying start. Can't call eggs a healthful ingredient, but you can call eggs a recognizable ingredient. Can't truthfully say eggs are good for you. Can't say they're good for you by law. The egg industry needs to steer clear of words like healthy or nutritious. For food to be labeled healthy under FDA rules, it has to be low in saturated fat. Eggs fail that test. And less than 90 milligrams of cholesterol per serving, even half an egg fails that criteria. For the same reason, you can't tout ice cream for healthy bones. You can't say eggs are healthy because they exceed the limit for cholesterol. Egg corporations aren't even allowed to say things like eggs are an important part of a well-balanced, healthy diet on an egg carton because it would be considered misleading, according to the USDA's National Egg Supervisor, since eggs contain significant amounts of fat and cholesterol, and therefore contribute to the leading killer in the United States, heart disease. The industry can't afford to tell the truth about eggs or even the hens that lay them. The industry crams 5 to 10 birds in cages the size of a file cabinet their whole lives, but when providing footage to the media, the American Egg Board instructs, do not show multiple birds in cages, they look too crowded, and open us up to activist criticism. In other words, do not show the truth. Not only is the industry barred from saying eggs are healthy, they can't even refer to eggs as safe. All references to safety must be removed, because more than 100,000 Americans are salmonella poisoned every year from eggs. The Egg Board response to this egg-borne epidemic is that salmonella is a naturally occurring bacteria. The egg industry didn't think that should necessarily be the key message, fearing it may be counterproductive by implying there's no avoiding salmonella in eggs aside from avoiding eggs altogether. That's why the American Egg Board can't even mention anything but eggs cooked hard and dry. No soft boiled, no over easy, no sunny side up, because of salmonella. The American Egg Board's own research showed that the sunny side up cooking method should be considered unsafe. And because of avian influenza as well, not just salmonella, in light of bird flu viruses, eggs must be cooked firm. The VP of Marketing for the Egg Board complained to the USDA, saying they'd really like to not have to dictate that yolks are firm. What about some Washington Post article saying running yolks may be safe for everyone except pregnant women, infants, elderly, or those with chronic disease? Turns out that was a misquote. They can't be considered safe for anyone. Instead of safe, you can call eggs fresh, the USDA Marketing Service helpfully suggests, but you can't call eggs safe. You cannot say eggs are safe to eat, can't say they're safe, can't even mention safety, can't say they're healthful. All references to healthfulness must be deleted as well. Wait a second. Eggs can't really be called healthy? Eggs can't even really be called safe? Says who? Says the United States Department of Agriculture.